Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of Three Big Questions. I'm your host, Darren Matt, editor of Wealth Professional Magazine. And today's episode is a special one because we don't just have one guest, we have two. First, the co-CEO of JMRD Watson Wealth Team, a division of National Bank Financial, Reg Jackson, and JMRD Investment Associate, Joe DiBrita. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, great to be here.
So for those of you new to the show, Three Big Questions breaks down 3 questions that our team has pulled from wealthprofessional.ca that advisors and industry professionals have been searching for. Today, with JMRD Watson recently merging to create a large team with experts in many areas of wealth management, we are going to focus on client relationships and how their experience can help other advisors during these volatile times. So Reg, I'm going to start with you. My first question is, what has been the key for your practice to retaining, gaining, and coaching clients through the market turbulence of 2020?
For us, first and foremost, it was taking care of the team. We wanted to make sure that each team member, was comfortable where they were working and how they were working. But we did get very, very lucky from that point of view. Louis Vachon, the CEO of National Bank, has made technology upgrades a huge priority for the bank over the last number of years. It was really talking to clients. It was reviewing financial plans. It was reviewing objectives. It was really reviewing risk tolerances. A lot of people don't really understand the risk tolerance until it's tested. Certainly trying to make sure that people weren't making the wrong decisions. And hindsight, certainly, liquidating portfolios or panic selling, certainly would have been the wrong thing to do. We also found that, during that February, March time period, we were doing more for clients. It wasn't necessarily just talking about portfolios. It ended up, again, talking about next generation stuff. It was talking about, what to do with kids. People were losing jobs and different things like that. So again, really being available for clients worked out well for us.
Things have obviously changed drastically with more meetings taking place digitally rather than in person. So, Joe, how can wealth managers ensure not only their client satisfaction, but also their employee satisfaction when it comes to digital platforms?
When you're forced to start managing a team virtually and you're relying on the systems that you have, you really just hope that they're all going to work as intended. Although it's not easy, you really just have to put the faith in all the systems that your firm has put out there for you. And then you have to do and focus on what you do best as a wealth management professional. And that's exactly what we did. The other thing we did was we started offering Teams video calls for our clients. We've just always found that having face-to-face meetings were just very important to our practice. The other thing is just communication. It's so important to show that you're available and attentive to what's going on in the world. So we've been sending what we call our market observer for over the last 10 years every Friday, but we decided to start a midweek communication that was a little less market focused, but a little more focused on what was going on in the office with the team members. And then we tried to add, just something a little bit fun or something distracting to take our clients' mind off the news. Internally, for the portfolio managers, we also started a daily portfolio manager call, pretty much right in March when we went home. And this is something that we've continued on since then. When it comes to technology, I just can't overstate it enough that you have to have technology that works well. It's got to be simple to use. And if you have those two things, it really makes it easier for your clients.
So given all the changes to the way advisors interact with clients, Reg, how can they make sure that clients remain on the right path and are prepared for 2021 and beyond?
2020 was a year where clients had their health questioned, not just their wealth. And that was something new. And people started thinking about things that they weren't thinking about before, right? Everybody's immortal. Everybody, thinks about the short term. They don't think about the long term. And I think that, COVID, this pandemic certainly provided an opportunity for people to think a little bit differently. Continue focusing on those financial plans. Think about your estate planning. Think about insurance planning. Think about tax planning. Think about all things planning related. The key to 2021 and beyond, from a team point of view, certainly continue to have plenty of communication. Have experts on your team. Have a diversified team. Make sure that you have a lot of your different bases covered. Manage client expectations. That is very, very important. Knock it out of the park, when it comes to the things that you can control.
Excellent. Well, that wraps up another episode of Three Big Questions. I'd like to thank my guests, Reg Jackson and Joe DiBrita. For more on them, you can visit jmrdwealth.com. And for all the news that matters to advisors, make sure to visit wealthprofessional.ca. Until next time, I'm Darren Matt. Thanks for watching.